Welcome to our channel, where we bring you shocking developments, breathtaking twists and unforeseen plots from the dramatic world of Beyond the Gates. In this episode, you will witness a heartbreaking betrayal, when the person you trusted the most is the one who secretly pushed the victim into the abyss with no way out. A terrifyingly detailed plan, with top-secret evidence, secret meetings, and a fatal blow that can destroy everything in the blink of an eye. Prepare yourself for a story filled with intrigue, betrayal, and irreversible collapse. Hayley, who always gives off a feeling of gentleness and loyalty, secretly hides a dark plot, fueled by anger and hatred that no one saw coming. No one expected that behind her gentle appearance and comforting words, she was gradually drawing up a cold revenge plan, whose target was none other than Bill, the man who once trusted her completely, gave her a chance to enter his life and even considered her a close ally. But Hayley's loyalty no longer existed. Instead, a dangerous alliance had just been formed in the dark with Tomas, the man who had been a thorn in Bill's side and was always waiting for an opportunity to strike back. Tomas, after a long time being overshadowed by Bill, being pushed out of key positions, finally found a perfect ally in Hayley, someone who not only had the same hatred but could also easily access Bill's weakest aspects. He had amassed a trove of top-secret data over the years, including a series of sensitive documents, internal recordings, and even secret deals that Bill had made to consolidate his power and reputation. These, if revealed, would not only destroy his career but also completely destroy the image that Bill had worked so hard to build in the eyes of the public and the media. What was especially dangerous was that Hayley was not simply aiding and abetting, but she was the one who provided internal passwords, travel schedules, and personal weaknesses that only those closest to him knew. It all started with a series of secret meetings, where Hayley and Tomas agreed on every step and detail of the plan to ensure that when the attack was launched, Bill would have no chance to fight back. They chose the right moment, when Bill was at the height of his fame and completely off guard, because when you're at the top, you tend to let your guard down around people you think are small or loyal. While Bill still believed that Hayley was fully committed to supporting new projects, she secretly copied all the confidential documents from his personal computer, planted spyware in the system, and transferred all the data to Tomas for processing. Soon, a series of dirty rumors began to leak out. First came an anonymous email to the media with attachments containing evidence of illegal transactions. Then came a recording of an internal meeting in which Bill ordered the manipulation of figures and threatened subordinates, a blow to his reputation and a shock to investors. But all of this was just the prelude to a meticulously planned destruction. Hayley, with a fake worried look on her face, stood by Bill every time he received a questioning call from a shareholder, or when the press poured in to demand an explanation. She comforted, encouraged, even pretended to cry to hide the fact that she was the one who opened the gates of hell for Tomas to enter. The most fatal blow came when a video was spread on social media, recording Bill in a secret meeting with government officials to reach a shady deal related to a project that affected thousands of people. This video not only destroyed his public image but also led to the intervention of investigative agencies. All major contracts were cancelled, partners announced their withdrawals one by one, and the company's stock plummeted. While Bill fell into a total crisis, no one could have guessed that everything had been premeditated, that the person he once trusted the most by his side was the one who stabbed him in the back so cruelly and coldly that it was terrifying. Hayley didn't just want to destroy Bill. She wanted him to feel lonely, betrayed and lose everything he was proud of. She silently manipulated everything, from Bill's emotions to his actions, causing him to continuously make wrong decisions, alienate his true loyalists and sink deeper and deeper into a crisis with no way out. Tomas, from behind the scenes, continued to release data piece by piece with a step-by-step strategy, not giving Bill a chance to regain the initiative. He released evidence of bribes, illicit relationships, and then documents related to tax evasion and financial fraud that lasted for many years. The media exploded, articles continuously published sensational headlines related to Bill's scandals. Television programs competed to analyze, discuss and even create special investigative documents. From a symbol of success, Bill became a subject of ridicule, a testament to the moral decay of the elite. Those who once praised him now turned their backs on him, and even longtime allies gradually distanced themselves to avoid being swept away. In the chaos, Bill was left with only confusion and anger, not knowing what was real and what was fake, who was friend and who was foe. The tragic end came when the investigating agency ordered a search of Bill's company headquarters and home. The documents discovered turned the case from a suspicion to an official indictment. Bill was summoned to answer a series of questions related to illegal acts. During the hearing that lasted for many days, he sat across from surprise witnesses, including Hayley, who did not hesitate to reveal every detail, as if she were just a victim of deception and forced to stand up and tell the truth. Bill completely collapsed. His eyes followed Hayley. No longer trusting, only disappointment, pain, and the bitterness of realizing he had trusted the wrong person. At the same time, Tomas had disappeared, taking all the data copies with him and withdrawing all communication. No one knew where he had gone, but what was clear was that he had achieved what he wanted, destroying Bill, exacting brutal revenge, and leaving a wound that would never heal. Hayley, after all, still appeared to the public as a miserable figure, a woman deceived, a woman who had loved but was betrayed. She was praised by the press as a brave victim, while the truth behind her was a calculating person, who knew how to use sympathy as a weapon to cover up fatal stabs. The plan was executed so perfectly that Bill had no chance of saving her. His every move is monitored, his every action is watched, and his every word can be used to incriminate him. His career is ruined, his reputation is ruined, his friends deserted, his assets frozen. That is the price he pays for trusting the wrong person. And the result Hayley and Tomas have been patiently waiting for all this time. Not for money, but for revenge, a plan hatched from hatred and executed with absolute coldness. It all seems like a nightmare from which Bill can wake up and start over. But no, this is reality. A cruel reality created by those closest to him. Meticulously orchestrated and leaving no room for hope. When what once held his head high becomes a burden that sinks him to the bottom. There is only one question that makes everyone in the audience shudder: who will be the next victim in this inhumane game of power? If you don't want to miss out on what happens next, where each episode reveals more chilling truths and shocking twists, be sure to tune in and subscribe to our channel today. There are more secrets to uncover, and we'll be the ones to take you to the bottom of every conspiracy.